No, don't worry, I'm not driving. I am just sitting in a parked car while my wife went to the store to get something quickly. So today, I need something to talk about, and I think the topic that I want to talk about is why I don't take requests for programming projects. If you've been watching this channel for any amount of time, you know that in addition to making YouTube videos, I write software and I sell it on my website. I write like usually small apps and I put them up on my website, and some of them are sort of cheap, some of them a little bit more expensive. But what happens sometimes, people call me and say, can you write a program that will solve my particular problem and I will pay you to solve it? And to your surprise, I usually say no to these requests. That may seem like a silly thing. Why wouldn't I take money from somebody who's willing to give them to me to do what I normally do anyway? And one of the reasons is I don't know when I can complete these types of projects, and people don't like indefinite timeline. I have lots of other commitments in my life. I have my work, which takes a lot of my time. I have family, and I also want to have time to do videos that I enjoy doing. So it makes it very difficult for me to commit to a certain timeline, and timelines are extremely important in lead support, and people want to know when can you have it done to solve my particular problem. Now, another reason for that is long-term support. I cannot guarantee you that I will be able to support whatever I create over months or even years. You know, people may discover bugs, maybe they install Windows Update, or maybe they just go from Windows 10 to whatever the next thing is and the software stops working. Sometimes I had an issue where people upgraded their network, or they were using instead of drive letters, UNC paths, and something stopped working. So there's no way for me to guarantee that I will be able to support people over life of this application, and I'll be able to continue making these changes to make sure it works. And to be perfectly honest, after 6 months or so, I forget what I wrote. Sometimes I have to go back to a code that I wrote for somebody after a while, and I look at it, I'm like, wow, what is this? Did I write this? I have no memory of this. And I have to go back and like remind myself what that is, you know, what was this doing, what was that doing? And when it's like a regular project that I'm working on all the time, like a message crawler, I have it in my head, like what are the components, what are the different projects, what classes I have, and so on. Because it's an active project that's fresh in my head, but something I haven't touched for 6 months or a year, you know, that just goes out of my head and I forget what I was doing. And so what I usually tell people is, instead of charging you $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 for your custom project, why don't you tell me what idea you have, what problem you need solving, and what I'll do is I'll program it into an existing app, and then you'll just buy a copy of that app. As weird as it seems, I'd rather you buy my $100 app with that feature built in than give me like $3,000 for a project that I will not be able to support. So I hope that answers the question why I don't do custom software development for others. I know it seems like it's easy money up front, but over long term, I'm not able to support the software, and I don't want to disappoint people and tell them, no, I cannot fix that bug, or no, I can't add this feature, or no, I can't do something else. And overall, they'll just be disappointed. And speaking of my own software, if you guys do have ideas for features, certain functionality that you think I need to add to my apps, if you're a current user and you're using it and something's missing, it doesn't work exactly how you want, don't be silent, tell me about it. In this case, comment section below is probably not a good idea, but you can send me an email and let me know. All right, thanks for watching, see you in the next video.